Hey, hi, hello, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Shannon and this is Head in the Books. If you don't know, I do bookish content video. I also do reading journals and just honestly, it's a mess. It's a bit of everything. So come join the fun, subscribe. I tend to just press record and speak a lot of shit. So if you're into that, if you're into the books, if you're into the reading, then you should subscribe. This video is going to be my 2021 reading survey. It is late, I know, but it's fine. At least it's getting out there. I seen this video and decided the questions were perfect for what I wanted to do to wrap up my 2021 reading. So I'm going to get right into it, with the first question being, I have my little handy dandy laptop here. The first question is, how many books did you read in 2021? And I'm going to have a little graphic here so you can see what I read each month. But I read 60 books including DNFs and 58 books without DNF. So I read 58 books in the year of 2021, which is pretty good, but some months were better than others. As you can see, I tend to go through months of reading slumps instead of like a couple of days, so that's a lot of fun. The next question is, how many pages did you read in 2021? Again, I will have the graphic here. I read 22,512 pages in 2021. This is the graphic of how they were spaced out during the year. Again, there's some months with a lot and a lot of months with not a lot, so I am very inconsistent with my reading, I've noticed. Hopefully 2022 will be a bit more consistent. The next question is most read genre, and again, I'm a sucker for graphics, so here is another one for you. My top 3 genres of 2021 were romance, fantasy, and thriller, which makes sense. It's technically the majority of what I read are in these 3 genres. I also have a graphic of the other genres that I read in there too. The top 3 that I read this year tend to be my top 3 every year. Although in 2021 I made a bit more of an effort to try and read some horror because I love the horror genre, but obviously I didn't read enough. So hopefully 2022 will be a bit more in that genre, and maybe this stat will be different next year, but this totally makes sense with my reading. The next question is favourite release of 2021, and of course I'm going to go straight in here with A Court of Silver Flames. I loved this book. This was my favourite book of 2021. I love Sarah J Maas, love this world, these characters, and yeah, like, I'm glad this came out in 2021. It made my reading year a lot more exciting because of the anticipation for this one. So yeah, this was my favourite release of 2021. Who's surprised? No one. Literally no one. The next question is favourite older release I read in 2021. I do own the book, I'm just not going up there and wrecking my shelves to go get it. So here is a picture. Bitten by Kelly Armstrong. I read this in 2021, ended up going out and buying the next 7 in the series, I believe, and I've read the sequel. I really enjoyed this. Bitten is a werewolf story, and it's a TV show as well. I have a video of me reacting to the TV show after reading the first book, and I just enjoy this world, enjoy the characters. It's been a while since I've read like a paranormal romance, so reading an adult paranormal romance was kind of a new experience for me, and I just kind of loved it. I had so much fun with this book. I read it really quickly, and I plan on continuing the series because I need some paranormal in my life, and this just works. I have just came to the conclusion that I redone my shelves and didn't leave out the books for these questions, and now all the books I need for these questions are at the bottom of my shelf because they've already been read, and all my TBR books are at the top of my shelf, and I don't feel like going and like pulling apart my shelves again. So I'm really sorry, but you're gonna have to deal with pictures for this video because I can't be arsed. I'm not doing it, okay? I just cleaned my shelves, I just rearranged them, I'm not pulling them apart again. So the next question is lived up to the hype, and for this I am choosing Felix Ever After by Karen Callender. I loved this. This my top books of the year. This follows a character named Felix as they come to terms with their sexual identity, their gender identity, their family, their friends, and their romance. And this was just a coming of age story that really hit me in the heart. And I wish stories like this existed when I was in school, but seeing it done now in a YA genre just makes my heart so happy. And this definitely lived up to the hype for me. A book that didn't live up to the hype is the next question, and for this I'm just going to say The Cousins by Karen M. McManus. This was my worst book of 2021. I did not enjoy it. I would have DNF'd it. I should have DNF'd it. This just wasn't it, and I think for me I'm just done with this author, unfortunately. I've loved a book, liked a book, hated a book, and hated a book, so I feel like this is just a one-hit wonder author for me, and this book just didn't do it. So I think I'm done with the author, and this book definitely didn't live up to the hype for me. The next question is biggest accomplishment, and for this I'm going with From Blood and Ash and Kingdom of Flesh and Fire. I read both of these in 2021. I gave this 5 stars, I gave this 3 stars, and I vlogged for each of these. So I have a vlog for this and a vlog for this if you're interested. This is my biggest accomplishment because I managed to read these 2 chunky books and vlog separately for each one and annotate as I went. So yeah, like these were my biggest accomplishment, not only because I read these 2 tomes, but because I managed to annotate and bring you guys some content from them. So yeah, I would say this is my biggest accomplishment. The next question is favourite character, and I'm totally cheating when I pull back out A Court of Silver Flames because I really enjoyed Nesta in this. I wasn't a huge fan of her character in the previous books, but in this book I just thought she shone really bright, and the relationship also brought out a side to her that we've never seen as readers before, and I just feel like the mental health rep and the strength of Nesta as a character really just done it for me. So yeah, I'm going with Nesta, and I cannot wait for the next book in the series. I need it now, and unfortunately that's not going to happen. But I do have House of Sky and Breath to look forward to this year, so but yes, Nesta is my favourite character of the year. Then least favourite character has to go to the one and only Hardin Scott in After by Anna Todd. I've had a hard time with this series. I enjoy the drama, I enjoy the kind of juvenile like shit that goes on, but the whole way through this series I did not like Hardin. I thought he was dick, and I think Tessa could do much better. But upon reviewing, after putting Hardin as this answer, maybe everyone in this book series fits into this question, apart from Landon, because Landon should have had his own book, his own spin-off, like maybe Trevor as well, actually. Yeah, but Hardin Scott is an absolute arsehole, and I did not like him as a character. But Hero, on the other hand, that plays Hardin in the movies, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the movies, and I don't care. I enjoy them, okay? Hardin in the books? No. Hardin in the films? Meh, not as bad. But yeah, Hardin's my least favourite character this year. The next question is most shocking moment, and I'm not going to tell you the moment because it's a huge spoiler, but I'm choosing The One by John Mars for this question. And yes, I enjoyed this book. I gave it 5 stars. It was a really good book, and there's one moment in it where it's just like a gasping moment, and I can't go into any details because spoilers. This book is about this service that tells you your one and only true love, and you can see where this would cause problems, and a lot of things happen in this book. The TV show is not the exact same. I would say maybe enjoy the book first and then watch the TV show. I personally enjoyed the book more than the TV show, but they both have good things and different merits. But the most shocking moment came from this book, and I really enjoyed it and highly recommend it. The next question is favourite writing of the year, and for this I'm cheating. I'm going with My Dark Vanessa. This was a reread for me this year. This is such a hard-hitting book, and the writing in it is so poetic, beautifully tragic. I have not experienced writing like this apart from in this book, and I will pick up the next book this author takes out based on writing alone. I don't care what it's about, but I want to experience her writing again, and I will have a full spoiler review of this coming in the new year. If you're interested, subscribe, hit the bell so you're notified when I review this. This book is honestly so hard-hitting, it's so emotional, and it's such hard content to consume, but the writing in this is just top tier amazing writing, and I will rave about the writing in this till the day I die, and I will probably rave about this book till the day I die. I never thought that I could enjoy a book with this kind of storyline subplot, but I was wrong, and this book completely proved me wrong. I've 5-starred it twice. I'm going to have a review of it. The writing's beautiful. I will say, if you are going to read this, please look up content warnings, because this is a lot. But again, beautiful, amazing, tragic writing style, and I need more from this author, like, today. Yes. The next question is pushed to most people, and I don't have an answer for this because I don't feel like I've really pushed anybody to read anything, and I think that's more of a question that other people should answer, because I don't know, like, I know that I've pushed people in my life to read ACOTAR, and I have done that for the last couple of years now, so maybe that could be my answer, but yeah, I don't really have much of an answer for this for 2021. The next question is recommending the most, and for this I'm going to go with True Crime Story by Joseph Knox. This is obviously a crime story, and we follow a family and a friend group as one young girl goes missing and the mystery surrounding her disappearance, and we follow this writer journalist who is on the case and wants to find out what happened to this girl. But this is told in emails, newspaper clippings, back and forth dialogue, past and present. This has something for everyone, I believe. It's so well done that I had to Google this to see if this was actually a case, if this was based on real events. It's not, it's completely fictional, but it's done so well to make you believe that it is a true crime story. And I just think that a lot of people could enjoy this, even non-readers could enjoy this. I think this would be the book that I would recommend the most, just because I think it would have the most success rate with a higher amount of people than other reads, if that makes any sense. The next question is newly discovered author. For this, I'm going to go with Katee Robert. I discovered the Wicked Villain series this year, and I really enjoy the way she writes smut. I enjoy the way she writes romance and characters, so yeah, I will keep an eye out on this author. I will probably finish the Wicked Villain series and move on. I believe they have a new release coming out in 2022, which is called Neon Gods, that I have my eye on, and yeah, I'm glad that I picked this author up this year, and I now have a new smutty author I can follow, which I'm always excited about when I find someone that fits that like category. So if I read any romance this year, it probably will include Katee Roberts. The next question is favourite cover of the year, and for this I'm going with Snot Girl Volume 3. I love the artwork in this. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. The artwork in this is absolutely beautiful. It's definitely my kind of style of artwork. Just the whole comic is just absolutely beautiful. Let's see if I can flip some pages. The whole style of this comic book is just what I enjoy in an art style, and the whole cover of this just screams a bit of me, so yeah, this is going to be my favourite cover of 2021, which is surprising because there was quite a lot of beautiful covers this year, but I just enjoy the artwork of this so much that it has to go to this one. Next is a book that made you cry, and for this I'm going with The Girl Next Door by Jack Ketchum, I believe. I read this, I actually listened to it on audio and started tearing up while listening. This is based on a true crime case, and I already consumed the true crime case through podcasts. True Crime Junkie is probably one of my favourites. They covered this case, and one other one covered the case as well, so I already knew the original story going in, but listening to it in book format really just hit the heartstrings, and this made me tear up. And I was at work while I was tearing up, so like great times, just great times all around. I did not actually give this a rating. I don't like to rate true crime or true stories because it's someone's experience, and I don't feel like rating it doesn't just feel right. So this is non-rated, but I cried, so there's that, if that means anything. Next is a book that made you laugh, and for this I'm going with Take a Hint, Dani Brown. Talia Hibbert's writing is so funny. I very rarely laugh out loud at books, but I laughed out loud at this one, and this made the top books of my year, which was a surprise to me because I went in with just normal expectations. I gave Get a Life, Chloe Brown 4 stars. I went in for a fun time and I came out with a 5-star read, and I will definitely be looking into Talia Hibbert's work because that woman is hilarious, and she writes characters that are so relatable and lovable that I just need more of them in my life. This book made me laugh, it made me smile, it just made me happy. This book made me very happy, so I would recommend this if you're looking for a fun, fast-paced, happy read. The next question is favourite reread of the year, and again I'm going to choose My Dark Vanessa. Not much else to say. I reread it, I loved it again, and will have a review soon, so you can see all my thoughts. But this was my favourite reread of 2021. And the final question is most surprising 5-star of 2021. For this, I'm going with Dear Ava by Isla Madam Mills. I picked this up on Chandler Ainsley's recommendation and went in just expecting a normal romance that I read on Kindle, and I came out with a hard-hitting emotional journey with these characters that I was not expecting. I read it, it was my first book I read in 2021. I gave it 5 stars. I absolutely loved it. I loved the characters, loved the romance, and it was such a surprise because it was just an on the whim kind of pick. So yeah, this is my most surprising 5-star of the year. So that's all I have for you today. That's my 2021 reading survey done. I hope you enjoyed this video. I had my best and worst and surprising and most disappointing go out last week, so they will be linked in the description in case you want to go back and see what my favourites and least favourites were, and what surprised me and what disappointed me. That is all up on my channel for your viewing pleasure. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Stay safe, happy and healthy, and I shall see you next time. Bye!